Ah, right. That's what was happening. Trial. Order! Everybody appears to be in place once more. Mr. Williamson, have you learned enough from our witness?
Yes. She's being transported to detention. She's sorry not for her actions, but the confusion they caused. She's fully aware that they'll carry heavy consequences.
I see. Well, she did try to pull one over on us.
Yes. She can be quite unpredictable, that one. The parts about her witnessing the attack and not knowing the two men were fabrication. She stands by everything else.
Can you tell us what you've learned?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. That would not be a good idea.
I beg your pardon.
If I say too much, it may compromise her safety. I won't risk that.
Oh? So she's in danger?
Yes. I can, however, announce Rosencrantz's true identity. Sadly, I'd had a sinking suspicion earlier. I was right. His name was Stephen Jameson.
Jameson? Not anybody I'm familiar with. Williamson? Are you—
Your Honor, the prosecution requests an extension for the case.
What? But you're in a much stronger position than the defense.
I'm unsure how to continue. I'll need to reevaluate how to approach everything.
Well, if you insist. I'd say the facts were still pretty clear, but the prosecution's request will be granted. Court is adjourned until tomorrow. What's wrong with him? I'm not sure. Something Porter said really shook him up. Who is Stephen Jameson? What did Porter know about him? Well, he was obviously Jimmy. Well, I obviously left off at a terrible spot last time. Anyway, I looked up Rosencrantz and, Guildenstern. Hamlet. Extremely minor bit players. Also, there was a movie titled, Guildenstern and Rosencrantz are dead, or the other way around. There was also one where they were vampires for some reason. You think she'll talk to us? After all that? After all that, I'm not leaving until she does. Don't go too hard on her. She looked pretty upset. I'll go easy on her. I never imagined I'd see Gladys Porter break into tears. Maybe there really is a first for everything.
Here she is, sir. Watch yourselves. She can be feisty.
Spiky, you prick! Here it comes. You did this to me! It's not my fault you lied in a court of law. Ah! You're so stupid! I'm not the one you want! You don't know anything about nothing! You're right. I don't. I jumped into this case completely blind. I have no idea what's going on. I never even had a chance to meet the suspect until the lobby before the trial. It wasn't the best decision, but that's how things are now. You're so dumb! Spiky, you moron! Why would you ever take a case without speaking to the suspect? I had reasons. Personal reasons. I need to get answers here. Then what? Nothing? Can I even use the excuse that I'm trying to find the truth? No, even that's not it. It's been pure revenge for what he did to Maya and Pearl. I was worried something might happen, and I played right into Williamson's hand. Phoenix Wright, you idiot. I'm here for all the wrong reasons. Then? Don't just cut yourself off, lame brain. I'm not sure. Maybe I just realized that. You're a really crappy attorney. I don't think you're evil. I'm just as much to blame, I guess. Do you want me to tell you why I tried to frame him or not? Yes. Okay. Now, listen carefully, because I don't like to talk about this. What do you have against my client? That lousy son of a mother's a no-good murdering creep. You are literally defending a killer. There's enough doubt to think otherwise. Bah! He's a killer! You're just too lazy and dumb and blind and... Gah! I just had to see him go down. This grudge doesn't seem like a one-night thing. You've known him a while. No, you're right. The Ravalis family killed my sister. It's been, a good decade by now. I never let it go. You think my client did it? Hell no. I already know who shot her, and nobody's seen him in years. Word has it, Michael Ravalis had him killed. Betrayed his own lackey. He turned on his own people? Ha! Bastard deserved it. And now Ravalis is gone too. What does your sister's death have to do with this case? It's not enough that the killer's gone. He was just following orders. I want to get at the people who had him do it. Your guy's one of the top dogs in the family. If it's any consolation, I really didn't find out about that until the trial. I probably thought you already knew. I mean, sheesh. How derpy do you have to be? So that's why everybody's been treating me weirdly. But, wait. There's one person who has been intentionally keeping me in the dark. What is Williamson's hand in this? Have you been trying to get back at the Ravalis family all this time? Ever since. It was just a year after she married Mark. Mark? As in Mark Waters? Duh.
She died a few years ago. She was my wife. Sandy was an officer with me down at the precinct.
Sandra Waters. I don't know what she saw in that loser. I mean, he's not a bad guy or anything, but ugh. We grew up in Corain together, but once we got old enough, we both left and went our own ways. I became a reporter, she joined the police and met Mark. Then she got cocky and they killed her. Hasn't Waters tried to help you? Of course Mark was upset, but once old Mikey had the assassin killed, he didn't see the point. I think Sandra dying really smacked him down to earth. Such a wimp, that one. Never had the balls for anything. Me? I never stopped. There really are people following me everywhere, you know. I've managed to not aggravate them too much. People worry less if they think you're nuts. Oh, wow. So, is all that paranoia actually justified? Who was Stephen Jameson? Some guy digging in the family's dirt with me. He had his own reasons for doing it. He's basically the brains of the whole thing. I'm just me. Apparently, I'm a liability. Jameson's the whole reason I was at Corain. He had me spy on Mystic Meredith. Brain? Partner's partner there was Jameson? Wait. Jimmy? Uh-huh. I think that's what you'd like people to call him these days. Who's Jimmy? You never met him, Trucy. Jimmy is a man I've crossed paths with a few times. He used to be Williamson's assistant, I think. And now he's dead. Bashed upside the skull about a dozen times. He got cold all of a sudden after Corain. Said I'd screw it all up. Jackass. We've worked on this all the way, and now he abandons me? Is that why you followed him? He said where he was meeting and when, but he didn't want me coming. I needed closure just as much as he did. I had to go. Why didn't you call the police? Are you kidding? After what happened to that kid in the station? You nuts? I'll actually bet they're listening to this conversation right now. I better not say too much until later. What about Prosecutor Williamson? That douche is too egoist to listen to anything but his own logic. Jameson tried to involve him all the time, but he'd made up his mind long ago. Everything I tried to tell him in the lobby today, he just said I was crazy. Didn't listen to a word of it. I think deep down the man might have a heart, but I wouldn't rely on him to back you. Porter and Jimmy were working together to spy on the Ravalis family. Might that have something to do with a certain piece of evidence? I tried to tell you about this before, but you tried to spray me. Did either you or Jimmy place this phone tap? Actually, no. He or I couldn't get anywhere near the house. That was another guy working with us. There's a third person. He was an Interpol agent, trained for that kind of stuff. Got shot a few weeks back, the poor sap. Somebody searching the family who got shot? Would it be? Was his name Walter Webb? That's right. Mr. Webb? Have we heard that name? I just took the case for his murder a month ago. He was killed by Nathan Togamera. I've been listening in on the phone calls to help us out after we tipped Interpol off. We kept the receiving equipment hidden at his place. But you know the really stinky funny part? It all disappeared. Togamera must have found it and moved it away. Apparently, Williamson got kicked off the crime scene right after that little incident. Was it ever found? No. But I guess the recording end was never removed from your guys' phone. So somebody out there is still spying on him. It can't be Togamera. Who else is there? Well, now we know who tapped the phone. Spiky, can you make me a promise? That depends. I want you to get to the bottom of this, no matter what. Even if it means defending that man. Jameson gave his life for this, and I think it was to give you a chance. Me? Yeah, you. You and Williamson. We've been trying to get at the family, at Mendorez, but we could never get anywhere. Jameson's being dead might open a chance for that. The family murdered my sister, and Mendorez tried to kill your lady friend. Too many people are dying, but you can stop it if you do this right. You really made quite the impression on Jameson. He saw you had it in you. You have what it takes to solve everything. Jimmy, we barely knew you. Yet you were willing to die so I could have a chance at this? Why would this mean so much to you?
Miss Porter, I just received word that your bail's been paid. You're free to go.
Alright, I'm out of this dumb place. Whoa. Perjury's a serious crime. How is she off so easily?
Look, sir, I'm just doing my job. I'm just supposed to pass on the message that the bail's been covered.
Miss Porter, I don't think you should go. You kidding, Spiky? In here, I'm a sitting duck. Everybody knows who I am, and I'm right where they want me. The police have barely had an hour to speak with you. Something doesn't seem right. Whatever. At least I can turtle myself up back at the office. See you at the occult, porcupine boy. Take care, my obsessively paranoid friend. Guard, over here, is my client available?
Yes, he is, sir. Would you like me to get him?
Please do.
You needed me?
We have some things to clear up.
Thought I was clear. No interest in helping you.
I'm taking the time to hear you out, despite you being a huge hindrance. It is in your better interest to cooperate with me.
You think you know my better interests? You're right.
I'm all you have. I've gotten people out of stickier situations than this. If you're innocent, I'll see you cleared.
You're wasting your time.
Did you do it?
Do you care what my answer is?
Yes, I do.
Okay, no, I didn't. Rest easy now.
Do you have any alibi? I need to know this. If you don't have one, it's going to be very hard to defend you. Would you look at me while we're talking? Fine, be that way.
Didn't kill Jameson. Believe me or don't. Trust me or don't. Not hiring you would be all idealistic.
I can tell from his eyes he's not ignorant. He knows what's going on. That's the face of a hardened man. He just doesn't want to tell me what he knows. For whatever reason. Were you around when Jameson was killed?
No.
Where were you?
Getting chased by that crazy woman. I gave her the slip eventually, but it took a while.
How did the shovel make it back to your cellar?
I put it there.
You went back?
Heard a scream. A real blood-curdling one. It must have been the woman finding the body, but she'd left when I came back. He was dead, all right.
You don't really have a good excuse. The police won't believe this.
The girl's smarter than you.
I saw it too. I just didn't want to rub it in your face. You work for the Ravalis family, don't you?
No.
Didn't you say he was retired?
Yes.
Were you not on good terms with them?
What is this, 20 questions? I got cocky one too many times. Old Mikey lost it. Said he'd kill me. I was forced into my retirement. The police know that.
Micro Valis is dead now. Sir Galante killed him and all his officers. So you wouldn't need to be afraid of him anymore.
He didn't kill everyone.
No, you being here is proof of that.
Galante didn't ice all of his targets. I've got plenty enemies. Don't listen to anybody who says otherwise. Williamson's a liar.
Why would he lie about that?
Who knows?
Please, I'm trying to be reasonable. Why can't we help each other? Nothing you've told me is going to help the case. Yes?
You his friend?
Whose friend? Williamson's? We're more professional acquaintances, really, but...
You're his friend. Nothing to say. Not to you.
Mr. Yossarian, I'm your attorney.
Nothing to say to you.
Can you at least tell me whether you killed Jimmy?
You're the attorney. Your job to find out, not mine.
Look, I can tell you're not fond of me. Honestly, the feeling's pretty mutual.
Okay, don't care.
I'm not doing this for you. I have personal reasons for solving this case.
Fine by me. Better get going. Case won't solve itself.
Look, I need you to work with me. I'm nowhere close to having any answers. If you don't talk right now, I quit.
No, you won't. Drop the case, you'll never get your precious answers.
The nerve of this guy.
You give me sass, I send it right back, capiche? I know the cards, and I know you don't want to give this up. You've got no choice but to defend me if you want to find your truth Williamson promised. So I suggest you and the little missy just waltz right on out and keep searching. This conversation's over.
As much as I'd like to, I can't walk out on this jerk. I need to continue. What do you think of this? Now I know what it feels like to be a high school teacher. You see this?
What about it?
It's my...
I know what an attorney's badge is. You're going somewhere with this?
Not really, no. Okay, I'll stop. Oh, this is gonna be annoying. Fine, I'll just leave then. Ah, there he is. The defender of justice succeeds once again in stirring up another carefully planned case. Sleazeball McGuilty has been spared one more day. I just point out flaws as I see them. Your star witness happened to make several. I'm a jerk. Blur, blur, blur. That's all I'm hearing. Did you miss the part where she confessed to trying to frame him? La 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 la, I can't hear you. That's a real bummer. Are you going to have to change the whole approach? Nah, it's pretty much the same. Only difference is we know she and Jameson were in cahoots. Not sure how much that will affect it in the long run. That's basically just a recap of what you already heard at the trial. Thank you, Mr. Waters. Maybe I should leave this guy up to Trucy from now on. We just spoke to Porter. I had no idea she was your in-law. Ah, you saw her? When? We were just at the detention center. Well, sounds like she trusts you. Gladys doesn't normally talk about Sandra. And speaking of her, I better hand down there soon. She said she wouldn't say a word to the police until she'd spoken to you. Uh-oh. He's not exactly at the detention center anymore. What? What are you talking about? She was just released.
What the crap?
No! I didn't authorize that! Either me or the boss should have interrogated her first. She should still be there. Should we be worried? This stinks to high heaven. Did she say where she was going? She mentioned her office back at Occult. Hey, do me a solid. Go check on her, alright? Make sure she's okay. We'll swing by. I thought something was weird. I hope she's okay. What have I gotten us into? Are there any updates I should know about? No. As far as anybody can see, he killed the Jameson dude. Don't know why Boss went and begged for an extension. We had that thing in the bag. That did seem odd. Even without Porter, he could have landed a guilty verdict. He was probably sad that his friend died. Well, that don't excuse him delaying the trial for the rest of us. Fingerprints, man. Murder weapon, man. The thing may as well be finished. I'm sure there was some other reason. He didn't talk with you about it? Hey, we're not best buds. We don't talk about our feelings or whatever. Boss is just kinda, well, my boss. Any word on the other victim? Yeah, Rosencrantz getting ID'd really sped things up. All our resources are going into figuring out who the heck Guildenstern was now. Any ideas yet? Me? Not yet. Go check with Breezy and at the morgue, why don't you? He might have dug something up. There's the buzzer. Miss Porter, it's us. Go away. I'm not here. Yes, you are. How else could you respond to? No, really, I'm not here. I'm skipping town. Can't say when I'm getting back, but it's getting too hot here. If you'd like to leave a message, please press 1. What? An answering machine? Para español, opera números 2. She left. Can you blame her? But now we won't get to find out what she had to say. We'll have to figure it out on our own. Porter and Jimmy were working together. This has to be connected to Kerrang. What was it they were so interested in there? Oh, right. Jimmy found out some big secret, and somebody was willing to kill him for it. And now, the one man I can go to for answers. It's the same one who's been connected to everything I've dealt with these past few months. The Ravalis family, Pearl, Maya. He knows what's going on. I need to know what happened in MN6. Miss Porter isn't here. We won't get answers from her. Let's head back to the crime scene. Waters will want to know. Porter. We're at the right place. Ms. Porter's not answering her door. Typical. Should we try again? Nah, don't worry. I'll go do it myself. When I get a bit of time, I'll drop by later. Well, that was useless. Sorry for the little side quest. It wasn't a complete waste of time. I may just know where to go. I thought you said she didn't answer. She didn't. Williamson is involved in this case, isn't he? As more than a prosecutor. Yeah, he and Jameson had some kind of history together. I think as an assistant. Then you factor in the Ravalis family. It all kind of just one big mess. MN6. Do you know about it? Not a clue. That's Boss's past year to get into, not mine. If it's bugging you that much, why not just go talk to him? I think he went back to the office to sort some things out. Didn't say much about it. That's down at the prosecutor's office building? Yeah, you ought to find his room pretty easily. It's It's by the one with the basketball hoop, or... No, that guy's not there anymore. Dang it, I haven't been down there in a while myself. It's okay, I'll find it. Williamson's overdue for a little visit. There we go. Ah, okay. Doesn't look like Williamson is here. He'll come back later when he is. First, let's poke around his office. Vase of flowers with a note sitting by it. Happy birthday to the world's best dad. Love you, see you soon. Well, that's why Williamson's always in a bad mood. I forgot his birthday. I never pegged Williamson as a modern type. A very professional looking desk. Neat and organized. Just how I expected. The whole place is almost just mundane.
Ah, I remember you. Don't tell me. I know this one. Yes, of course I remember you. You're not a detective.
No, I'm not.
Oh, I thought I had it. Well then, Mr.
Right.
Yes, that's correct. Orville Wright.
Close enough.
Might I ask what you're doing here?
I need you to update me on the Rosencrantz and Guildenstern killings.
My favorite part of the day. Well, here it is. Who wants to talk about murders?
What about Guildenstern? Do you know who he was?
Hold your horses, please, sir. You'll recall that one decomposed quite a bit. It's been hard piecing it all back together.
I could have gone without that mental image. How long do you think it'll be?
Well, the prosecution is pressing for an ID by the trial tomorrow. I'll have you the DNA results by then. I pledge my honor as a police coroner on it.
I take it he'll be the focus of tomorrow's trial.
I would imagine so. From what I understand, they already succinctly proved the culprit of the other murder.
They never fully cleared Mr. Yossarian for killing Jimmy. Looks like tomorrow could be a two-pronged assault. Now that Guildenstern is being investigated, we should look for witnesses to that. I seem to recall one man saying he knew something. What new information is there on Jameson?
All the usual. Time and cause of death, all those good things. But I'm afraid studying a body won't tell who did it or why. Not yet, at least.
Are psychic autopsies a thing in the future? Did forensics confirm the identity?
Yes. After that woman named the specimen, we closed things up very smoothly. We had the prints on record from her previous work in the department. No doubt about it, it was Stephen Jameson. Here, I believe you might find this of use. I'm very proud to wrap up that little mystery.
Poor Mr. Jameson. It's like his death was only a puzzle to be solved. I wouldn't recommend looking to this guy as a shining example of compassion. Besides the murder weapon, is there anything else pointing against Mr. Yossarian?
Ah, yes, your client. Well, you'll find my autopsies will supplement that very well. Time, place, and method. We have the facts, sir. I'll tell you the very same when I take the stand.
You're testifying?
Why, of course. A little professional expertise is needed every now and then, no? Have no fear, sir. We'll nab the killer once more. We make a great team, you and I. Dr. Morton Drazen and...
Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix Wright. Yes, Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright.
Say enough times and it just might stick.
Oh, I'm working hard on that one, sir. Don't worry, I'll have it figured out soon.
Not much new to say about Guildenstern yet, I guess. What's there to say about Mr. Jameson?
Say? Why, sir, I've written up a very good report for you. After all that work, you didn't take the time to read it? Well, for shame, sir. You are an affront to science.
Fine, I get it. I'll read your report. You know anything about this, Doctor? If I had to give my professional opinion on that matter, I would say no, I don't know anything. Alright then. How do I get back to the crime scene? There we go. After this guy, gonna cut it. Well, I knew you'd be back. Had a change of heart, did we? I'm here to talk about what you saw. I know. Yesterday I said you'd need a copper with you first, eh? Should I go get Detective Waters next door? No. I already talked to him and he said I was to keep tight-lipped. Believe they'll be dragging me up tomorrow. So it's pointless to expect anything from you until then. Oh, I don't know. I'm sure we can think of some arrangement. Hey, would you care to meet someone? Who? My daughter. Adopted daughter. Is she the one you were with? Aye. You're with me the whole time. Jane, child. Come meet me new friend. Friend? You're Mr. Hood's new friend? He made a new friend yesterday. We met. Oh, I see. I understand. I am Jane. Jane's my name. I'm Phoenix Wright. I'm a defense attorney like Mr. Hood was. And this is my daughter. Trucy, pleased to meet you. Yes, pleased to meet you. Glad to make your acquaintance. It is nice that we have met. How many different ways can you say that? Do you know anything about the murders? Murders? Do I know anything about murders? Yes. Oh, I do I? If you say so. Then yes. Yes, I do. This ought to be interesting. What is this? I do not recognize it. That item is unfamiliar to me. It is... Okay, I get the picture. You interrupted me. That's rude. Why do I get the feeling I'm going to be garroted in my sleep for this? What is there to say about Mr. Hood? I might not know anything about that. That's exactly what he would say. Yes. Maybe I'm missing the point. Is that all the things? Wait, already did that one. It must be get lonely living out here with no other kids your age. Do you think so? It's so isolated. I sure wouldn't know what to do. But at least you have Mr. Hood to talk to. Just imagine if he wasn't around. Oh, I do imagine that. I imagine it all the time. And that's as far as we're taking that conversation. I'm halfway tempted to call out the creepy girl as being the murderer already, but seems too obvious. Hey, guess what? I'm an attorney. Does Mr. Hood ever talk to you about when he was an attorney? Sometimes. Occasionally. He really misses his badge. I can relate. Did you ever kill a man with it? What, with my badge? No. It's too small. I couldn't do that. Oh, I could think of several ways. Please don't tarnish my feelings for my badge. Blood! Showing her this may have been a mistake. What is this? Oh, right. Alright, presented all the things. Who do I want to talk to? You mentioned something about us making a deal. Aye, you need information and so do I. What were you thinking? You think we could do a trade-off? Scratch me back, I scratch yours. My knowledge for your knowledge. That's it. Deal? Seems shady. Couldn't you just lie to me? Aye, I might. But you might too. And this wouldn't be a good idea for either of us. It wouldn't still be standing there if you truly thought so. Fine, Mr. Hood. You're on. Right on, me lad. I'd let you go first. What would you know? What is your alibi for the Guildenstern murder? Guildenstern? That's a mighty odd name. Just answer. Are we talking about the first one, a month back? That's right. Well, I was with my daughter. Jane and I were here all night. Would your stories match up if I compared them? The bullies have done their poking. That you'll find anything different. I see. Well, in that case...
Stop it, Phoenix Wright. It'll be my turn.
We did agree on that.
Now, I'd like to know about today's witness. Who was it?
I really want to give him vital information. Now's the time to decide. The witness? Crap. I don't really want to give him a witness. The witness' name was Shelley the Killer.
Oh, that's a laugh.
Shelley the Killer testifying in court and no one bats an eye. You don't believe it?
You're a liar.
That man would be dead before he stepped into court. Seems Mr. Hood's already aware of the killer. He's not buying it. I should try something else. Now, I'd like to know about today's witness. Who was it? The witness's name was Stephen Jameson. Thought I heard the name thrown around. Well, thank you. The real killer would have seen through that. Either it's not Mr. Hood, or this guy's one good actor. You got more questions? One more. You said you were a witness. What did you see? I'll tell you what I told the police. I saw two people out talking. I felt mighty suspicious. But the next night, I went to check, and there was the grave. You went back the next night? Aye, didn't want them seeing me. But the grave were right there at the exact spot I saw them. I know it happened. Now, Phoenix Wright, answer this. Who was the victim? The recent one. Victim? We haven't found out yet. They're calling him Rosencrantz for now. Ah, so that's where the name Guildenstern came from. So they don't know who that man was either? Have to be careful with what you say now. I'm no fool. Well, one of us certainly is. I'd say that's a wrap, isn't he? You've shown me a lot. Enough for tomorrow, leastwise. Agreed. I'll have to be ready for him. Can you tell me where you were during the incident a month back? A month? That's a long time. Why should I remember? You don't recall anything special? Maybe a murder? A murder? Yes, nothing special. Or perhaps that must be when I stabbed Mr. Hood. Is there something I should be reporting? Never stabbed nobody. She made a mess and I cut myself the accident. She's blaming herself. Blaming myself? You're so silly, Mr. Hood. Run, you fool, while there's still time. Something that could cut you and make a big mess. I wonder if there's anything here that fits that description. Where were you 2 nights ago? 2 nights ago? Mr. Hood and I were inside, together. What were you doing? Mr. Hood? What were we doing? Hey, you should be able to answer for yourself. Ah, listen. Jane sometimes wanders off into her own little world. Poor child's imagination is so wild, it's sometimes hard to remember every wee detail. Besides, it shouldn't matter what we were doing, so long as we were both inside. Be hard killing anyone like that. Anyone but each other. Mr. Hood, should I be afraid for you? Your father's mentioned you a bit. It must be lonely out here, a kid your age. He's not my father. Well, that's what she has anymore. Our real daddy left us years back. Had a case with him and, well, some men just aren't cut out for it. Isn't that a familiar story? How old are you, Jane? I am 16 years old. Hey, we're the same. Oh? I'm 16 too. We might have a lot in common. Do you have any special hobbies? I start fires. Oh. Well, at least you have your looks. Can we leave now? Don't pay attention to her. The girl's no arsonist. Worst she's ever done is take pot shots at the possums outside. You like hunting? No, I'm practicing. For what? Creepy girl is creepy. Alright. It's a potted plant, nothing special. No hidden bugs or anything. This one really isn't special. Hey, that looks like the stuff you always drink. Grape juice. Of course. It's okay, I'm smart enough to know what it is. It's grape juice, I assure you. And this is a really expensive brand from Europe. Hood has good taste, I'll give him that. Daddy, it's in a glass bottle. You're not fooling anyone. Who's fooling? Are we really going to avoid saying what we all know it is? Yes. I'd better ask the Hoods about this stuff. This can make a big mess or hurt you if it broke. It might be what cut his hand. A bottle like this would spill all over if it fell. And the glass would cut you easily if it broke. Is this what you hurt yourself on? Aye, that's right. One of them broke after Jane knocked it off the table. We won't find any of it left. We cleaned it up lickety-split. Broken glass can cut you. It's dangerous. Was that the goal, or just a nice side effect? So, the broken bottle. When Mr. Hood... Yes, when Mr. Hood... never mind. Yeesh, why even bother? Oh, right, I was gonna cut it. So, I will. Hope I didn't make any huge mistakes.